Hello, everybody. I'm Ben Celebi, and I was thinking a lot this weekend about horrible movies I used to watch as a kid. Okay, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about movies that I shouldn't be watching as a kid. You know, you sneak in and try to watch some horror movie that you really have no business watching. No, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about kids' movies from my childhood that were just terrible and creepy and weird. The one, and there's a big list that I can choose from, but the one that I'm really thinking about is the made-for-TV special, Heidi. You never seen that one? Heidi, you know, out in the hills doing her Heidi thing. Anyway, she was an orphan. She went to go live with her grandfather. I don't really remember the story, except for one scene that stuck in my mind because it's terrible. See, Heidi had this cousin, I don't remember, but she was in a wheelchair, and everybody thought, oh, she can really walk, but this girl thought that she couldn't walk. So, how do they solve the problem? Terrible. They take her out into the mountains and leave her alone in a wheelchair until she walks. And in this movie, she's like, hello? Just waiting. She tries to get up with her stick and falls down to the ground. It's so terrible. And then we have like 5 minutes of her going, and we're feeling so bad for this girl. And we're like, oh, why did they leave her out there? And she grabs onto a rock. And you know what happens? She gets up. And then she walks over to her father, who is there the whole time. Now, definitely wouldn't recommend that as a standard medical practice. But I am saying there is something to that, because obviously that girl in the movie could walk. She just didn't think she could walk. So, I'm thinking maybe there is something to this remedy. So this week in cohort, what we're going to do is give you an impossible task. Something that there is no way that you can do, just to see if maybe the thing that is holding you back is your own mind. I met with a lot of parents over conference, and there was a common theme that, you know, my son or daughter, they're very smart. They just don't think they can do it, or they complain all the time, or blah, 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 blah. Well, how will you do with an impossible task? Will you just whine and complain, or will you be able to break out of the mental chains that hold you down? Are you intrigued? Are you scared? Okay, I can promise you this one thing. I will not strap you into a wheelchair and leave you out in the woods. Okay, well, what else are we doing this week? Well, we are going to be trying to get our mayors to fulfill their promises this week. We're going to be reading The Princess Bride, and we're bringing back, now that it's the new year, our House of Danger Choose Your Own Adventure game, so we can find out what happens next. A lot of stuff going on. I can't wait to see you there.